This is a time when so much of the world's attention was so intensely focused on Vladimir Putin. Analysts say the violence in Ukraine and Putin's perceived hand in it really tarnished his image at the very moment he was basking in glory in Sochi. For a week, it was gold for Vladimir Putin. The Winter Olympics started and proceeded peacefully and successfully. Putin was everywhere in Sochi, flashing a satisfied smile in the stands, photo ops with athletes. Then, just when the world's attention on Putin reached a crescendo, a nightmare on the other side of our TV split screens. Analysts say the violence in Ukraine did to Vladimir Putin what Chechen militants couldn't.
What we've had instead of scenes of potential terrorist attacks and mayhem in Sochi itself is the images of the Maidan Square and the streets of Kiev, with the brutality of the protest movement and clashes with the government.
Yes, Ukraine is a different country, and Kiev is almost 650 miles from Sochi. But analysts say Vladimir Putin has shown a heavy hand with the recent events in Ukraine.
Promising a bailout of the Ukrainian economy, lower gas prices, phone calls with Viktor Yanukovych that have been reported on, Russian envoys and spokespeople going backwards and forwards to Ukraine.
Putin's spokesman denies that he's held sway over Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych. But Putin's critics say the face we've seen in Sochi is for public consumption. When it comes to Ukraine,
this is a non-negotiable issue for Russia and for Putin, and I think this is where we're going to see his true colors.
Experts say Ukraine is the most important former Soviet republic to Russia, and Putin has exerted leverage over oil and gas deliveries, cash subsidies, anything to keep Ukraine under his thumb. How frustrated is Vladimir Putin at what is going on right now when this should be a crowning moment for him?
Well, I'm sure he's greatly frustrated because the whole point of the Sochi Olympics was to encapsulate the new Russia that he has presided over since 2000 when he first came into the presidency officially. But it's also become a focal point of how things have started to go wrong for him.
And there's now concern that after the closing ceremonies, when the spotlight is away from Sochi, Putin may be angry enough to take a harder line in Ukraine. Analysts say keep an eye on one area, the Crimean Peninsula. That's part of Ukraine, but Russia has large Navy bases there at Sevastopol and Odessa. Part of its Black Sea fleet is right there, and a lot of Russians live in that area. Experts say that is a place where Vladimir Putin could flex his muscles.